Yeah. Feedback for yesterday.
Good morning, colleagues.
Morning, ma'am.
I think one of the major things I learned yesterday is that as a good teacher or as an effective teacher, I shouldn't be scared of criticism. In fact, the best way to work is one, evaluate myself, and to evaluate myself is by evaluating the children. And when I give exams to the children, I shouldn't push it to see that everybody passes, because their success, or what we term as failure, but in actual fact not a failure, is a way of me evaluating how effective my method, my strategies, and my teaching has done. So I've learned that one of the things I must not be scared of if I want to be productive as a teacher is criticism, positive criticism, because these are things that will help me to strive and get better.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Madam, you want to say something?
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, madam.
Yesterday, during the teaching, you mentioned something. You said students will not have motivation to learn if they do not see how to apply what they have learned in their personal life. So at first I thought it was impossible. I was like, okay, for some subjects, how do I make them relate what I'm teaching them with their personal life? Like, for instance, I teach English. How, if I want to teach certain topics, how is it possible for me to make them relate it with their personal life? I thought it wasn't possible. But I started thinking about it. Even when I got home, I was still pondering over it. Then I quickly remembered something that happened in one of my classes. I was teaching writing a friendly letter, grade 2. So one of the pupils, though very intelligent pupil, I asked them to write a letter to their mom, appreciating her for the birthday gown she bought for them, and she was like, why should I write a letter to my mom? I live with her, I see her every morning. So she didn't see the need, though she was very intelligent. She's very intelligent, and I knew she could write it perfectly, but she didn't see the need. So, but I remember telling her that writing friendly letters to friends and family members help to strengthen the bond of love between them. So she quickly loved it, and she wrote it beautifully. So when I was pondering about this point, I quickly remembered that scenario, and I got to appreciate this point very well, that if they can really relate what they are learning to their personal life, if they can see how it will help improve their personal life, then they'll be willing to learn. So going forward, I think I should find a way to help my pupils relate whatever it is. I believe if we can think about it carefully, no matter how the topic is, we can always find a way.
Yes, there is. That is it. Because, like I said yesterday, the curriculum was actually big from the society. Everything that we are taught, there are practical things that were brought into the classroom. So we need to always practicalize them. Okay. Now, the third person, the female, was there something? Maria, was there something? We're not going to the man. Okay. Yeah, come in. Third person, I'll pick somebody. I'll pick you. You need to do that.
Okay. Morning, everyone. Yesterday I learned a lot of things, but a few from what I learned was about failure. We should not see failure as something that we should be scared of, because failure is the basis for, especially for inventors, and therefore inventors, failure has been what has helped them to keep moving forward. You cited an example with Edison. He said if not because of the failure, we wouldn't have had electricity. So as a teacher, even when we see children as, when some children come into our class and we try and we see that they are not getting it, we should not see it as a failure to ourselves, see it as a failure, but we should keep pushing harder, because there is no child that is dull, and there is no child that we cannot learn, but that we should keep moving and pushing, and the child will, after putting so much effort, the child will come out to be outstanding. And we should not also we should not use negative reinforcement to children that we see failing or that we think are failing. But we should keep encouraging them and telling them that failure is nothing. We should keep encouraging them, and by so doing, we will bring out the best in them and they will become outstanding in the future.
Thank you very much. Then Male. Let me give it to this. What's the name? Amanda. Williams, okay, Mr. Williams. Give it to Mr. Williams.
Okay, yesterday's training, to me it was more of the teacher's development. Teacher developing himself to be a mentor, someone irrespective of what he's facing, stands as a mentor for the students to look up to. So yesterday I learned about being passionate as a teacher, encouraging them, putting in all you know, all your effort to see that even that child that is considered struggling, that child that is struggling in your class, seeing that that child still has an opportunity to learn, that child picking up whatever you're trying to teach. So yesterday I got another perspective about teaching and how to put more effort as a teacher, try to encourage them even when they are discouraged. So yesterday training was.
Thank you very much. Then your next neighbor.
My name is Mr. Israel. Yesterday's lesson was kind of eye-opening for me. So I learned that as a teacher, you should be one, passionate about your job, and two, you should create a relationship between you and your pupils. Okay? So you should learn how to respect the dignity of each learner and also give them opportunity to express themselves. So these are just few of what I learned yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's enough for that. How many of us saw the worksheets? How many of us saw the worksheets on the platform? How many of us? Okay. All of us on the platform really know your data. So let's quickly show us the worksheets so that from there we move on. So we put our play sheet. Let us get more play sheet for them. Okay.